To the GME community, it's been a long battle. Fudge, shills, corrupt hearings, corrupt politicians and regulators, smoke and mirrors and a front row seat to the greatest clown show on planet Earth. Hey yo, whoops, let's get it, they ain't ready. About to open up a can on Mafia Don Kennedy. Short position heavy, he walked the edge of machete. The premiums, I bet margin is calling them already. And Jeff Yas taking the loss, Susquehanna going down to the tune of Ricker Spades and bananas. Wonder how much stamina Mafia got left. Gonna bond DRS till we beat you to death. DTCC, screw the booch big time. Jaw, you something the big doodle this time. Processing the split wrong, deliver it. In the words of Wooch, couldn't deliver it. So they splitting it absent, the dividend. Way to let us know that the MOAS is imminent. So evident, overwhelming the evidence. Share swim infinity pool, as forever, man.
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
By holding DRS, we're golden.
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
Bought up all the synthetic shares, they short sold them.
Yeah, time to deliver it. Hands turning straight into diamonds. The shimmering smile on the air, but behind scenes they're quivering. Games coming soon with the mutable and it's simmering. Yeah, and I can't wait till they release that. On the marketplace, collect the pieces like I'm B-Strat. And you know I need that. Come and spin the wheel like Kyoto. GME run the game and you know so. I'm on a rant like Morant's. The financial situation of the shorts is advanced. It's a sham, it's a mockery, a land full of gluttony. Victor in California told Jimmy Chill to suck on knees. These funds are just a gentle tease. They short the ETFs, rack up the STDs. Feels like I'm on DMT, Wooch and DMT. Shout out to DFB. I be like,
we by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
By holding DRS, we're golden.
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
Bought up all the synthetic shares, they short sold them.
sold them, I hold them while it's getting swollen. Daniel W. has got the memes of the Cohen. Dave Lowry, the investors are so emboldened. Take back the power, collectors are in control. And time to get busy. Tinfoil theories, dizzy market dilly. Super stock broken down, get the word around town. Wooch and DMT up in the ears, turn it up now. And holler what now?
Swinging around, go for chucks like Kung Pao. The MOAS coming, the world be like wow. Not looking pretty for finance committee. Time to wake up, Keith, rubbing kitty right now. Tried to warn media looking the other way. They like there is no war here in Ba Sing Se. I'm like okay, don't escape Pompeii. There's a fork in history, you headed the wrong way.
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
By holding DRS, we're golden.
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
Bought up all the synthetic shares, they short sold them. By holding DRS, we're golden. By holding DRS, we're golden. Welcome to my rants, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to my rants. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to my rants. 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 Welcome to my
Just doing a sound check right now with TikTok. TikTok, can you guys hear me? I'm curious. I just turned on my headset. You guys got to let me know. Somebody asked me, what are my thoughts on Palestine? I mean, what are you guys trying to do to me, bro? What do I think about Palestine? Good question. I don't think about them. There. Is that fair? I don't think about a lot of nationalities. I'm really focused on my family, on the people inside my four walls. And then in addition to that, I'm focused on my country, that I do what I can. Merit-wise, I try to bring, a lot of good spirits to us. And I use the internet as a platform, as an outlet, but for education. And that's it. So right here, David says, I just hit 1,550 shares, boys. Can't wait for this week. You're telling me we're 10 days away from warrants, and I'm pretty excited. The cutoff is 5 days away, 5 trading days, but on the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 135 warrants, soon to be 136 is what I'm probably going to go for. But thank you so much for all the love and support of the channel. So Israel did 9/11. Damn, bros. You guys, I don't know about all that misinformation. I don't know how to get it out there to you. You're right at 1,000. Is that 1,000? Sir Moist, are you talking about 1,000 warrants or 1,000 shares? Which one is it? So there's a big difference there. I got some guys out here that are getting a lot of warrants, man. I know some people, but that's where you go. What if the next crash is a dollar crash? Yeah, kind of hard to be a dollar crash. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because of World War II. World War II, when it was over, the world got together. They had a summit and they had this conversation. The conversation was, what did you want to be the number one currency for the world, right? Like the actual default currency. And they said the United States dollar would be your currency. So everyone borrows money in US dollars. So everyone's debt essentially is US dollars Fed. This is what makes the Fed so vulnerable to rates and swings. And that's why the carry trade means so much to people if you understand multiple markets. If that were the case, if it were, hey, we don't have to worry about that, then you wouldn't have other markets. You would just have one stock exchange, but you don't. And the reason why you don't is because people take those dollars and they invest them elsewhere via another market. Same investments, just a different market with different borrowing rates and rules and regulations. That's why a lot of people do business here in America, because we don't have nearly the requirements and the laws in place to regulate. Have you ever tried to go and invest money when you're in South Korea? They're not going to do the bullshit you're doing. They don't have crisis like we do. We have actual financial crisis and hardships because we allow the overextension and or the denial of certain liabilities on balance sheets, period. We use things like hedge funds. You know what a hedge fund is, guys? They're just leveraging their unrealized losses. That's all they're doing, while collecting 2 and 20, while collecting fees. So yes, bankers and traders and whatever you want to call these guys, some investors, they don't build anything. They're just hedging. They hedge this whole market, guys. And if you can find it, if you can find the market hedge, then you win. Okay? So the all-time highs of the market just coincide with the all-time growth and highs of GameStop. You think I'm crazy? Okay. Then why does GameStop move with the market? Literally move with the market. When the market's going green, it's feeling good, GameStop goes up and it goes green. It's the hedge. That's the whole point. They're not in the S&P 500, yet they move with the 500. How? I mean, hey, call me a conspiracy theorist. You know, I'm not the one sitting here saying Erica Kirk didn't sign off on an autopsy. And there's no body, there's no burial, where's the memorial, where's the doctor, where's the footage of the hospital when they come rushing in with this body out of a vehicle where all the blood is? Or why are everybody not stained full of blood in their clothes? What are we talking about right now? Like, it's crazy, huh, this world I live in, this world that's just hedging markets. And they tell me, I mean, who's in charge here? Private equity? Good. Private equity, hi. My name's Marantz Rants. I know your game. I know what you guys do. I know how you influence. I know how you manipulate. I get it. I uncovered a cabal of you bitches bankrupting companies in America. Okay. But what's the common thread of every private equity fund? The same common thread that's with every famous or good TV show, podcast. You got to have somebody of some ilk on your staff, or no one's going to watch you, right? Or they don't promote you, or they don't push you. I've had people try to come here and talk to me. Hey, Marantz, let's do this show together. Hey, Marantz, let's do an interview. Hey, Marantz, partner up with so-and-so. And I'm just like, what? Can you imagine? I don't take the low-hanging fruit. No, I don't take the forbidden fruit. That's it. I follow God. And God put me in certain avenues and certain places for this reason. So I'm in front of you by the sheer strength of God. So, yeah, trust me. It's happened before. Oregon is hitting. I don't watch football, man. I can't help you there. I don't watch sports. Trump can't go against Netanyahu because of the Epstein files. It's not Trump's files, bro. You see, this is the ignorance. It's the ignorance. These are people who are not educated, and it's unfortunate. It has nothing to do with the Trump files or Trump being in the Epstein files. No, Trump is protecting people. He's protecting the people that he's been doing business with for the last 40 years. I know who they are. I actually know their names. That's the sad part. You guys don't know their names. People want to come here and talk to me about the Epstein files? Good. Tell me about the island. Who owns it? And where did they work? And who were their partners? And who did Trump pardon? It's always about that 6 degrees of separation, guys. Don't ever forget that, okay? 6 degrees of separation. You play that Kevin Bacon game, right? I can name a movie and an actor, and we can always get to Kevin Bacon being in a movie with them. That's the whole idea. Well, guess what? It's not black man. What is that? No. It's black, but not black man. So you just said he's backing Jews, buddy. No, man. See, you guys don't get it. It's bigger than... You could paint it with a broad brush, right? Because everybody tries to put like... This is the same thing with GameStop. Don't worry. It all works. It's all relative. Everyone tries to put it right versus left. You get this everywhere you go. And once you find out that that's not what it really is, that's not the battle. The battle isn't right versus left. It's good versus evil. Paint it however you want, but just listen, okay? There are dollars out there, and people are using those dollars to do a lot of bad things, all while masking where the dollars are coming from. So when you have too much money and too much time, you get bored. You start doing things you normally wouldn't do. This is that Charlie Sheen effect. You know, Charlie Sheen comes out and he says it. And watch this. This is what Charlie Sheen does. Charlie Sheen comes out and he goes, yeah, I've slept with men. Yep. I slept with men, hooked up with all of them. All of Hollywood. It's a thing to do. I was bored. I want to try it out. Do you know why he does that, guys? Do you know why he admits to doing something? So that you can't hold it over his head. So you can't hold it against him. Now what's your weapon? Humby Rabbit? Tell these guys they don't know anything about me. You're trying to embarrass me? You're trying to use me? Boom. Okay, listen. There's a guy out there that no one talks about. And you guys can Google him. You can figure it out. But he runs the whole world. His name's Leon Black. And when you find out the reach they have, you've got... I'll tell you something about investing that blows my mind. You've got a guy by the name of Mike Milken. He is not allowed to trade securities at all. He's blocked and banned from Wall Street. He is a billionaire 6 times over. How? How did he get his billions? Does it blow anybody's mind, like what they do at the Milken Institute and how it actually happens? It blows my mind every day. Because you'd rather be him than the world's biggest banker. That's who you'd rather be. You don't want to be Larry Fink. Oh, BlackRock, you control $12 trillion worth of assets under management. Larry Fink, how much are you worth, bro? Nothing. Barely $1 billion. Get out of here, dude. Waste of time. I got some real criminals over here. I got some real crooks. You can line them up. And then when you find out that these are the guys that manipulate markets and manipulate outcomes, manufacture news, what you consume, what you eat, then you look at Erica Kirk in a whole new light. You go, wait a minute. You've been sitting here. You're way too pretty to get Charlie, right? You and Charlie been married 6 years, 7 years, 2018, 2017. When Charlie start building a ground game, when he start doing his thing, when did you see this really start coming to light? I got you. No, all of it goes great until you can't be compromised. And when you can't be compromised, you can't be bought or sold, what happens? Let's go look. You guys know J. Edgar Hoover? J. Edgar Hoover was the director of the FBI, the most famous director of the FBI. A lot of people say, well, look, he was this gay man, hid in the closet, wasn't married, didn't have a family, and yet he kept the world's secrets. He kept the world's secrets as the Fed. And that's when he learned. Whether you're going through Sullivan Cromwell or you're going through the FBI, you learn how to mold this society so that they don't slip. Because imagine if you told them that JFK was killed by your own country. Imagine if you told them you never landed on the moon. Imagine if you told people the truth. You think Charlie Kirk was assassinated for the greater good of what? To shut his voice? No. No, come on. You guys can't be this naive. You can't be this young. You don't assassinate Charlie Kirk to stop him from talking. You do it to amplify what he is and what he does. So whether he's sipping on cocktails on an island somewhere and you'll never see him again, and this was all orchestrated, or you're looking at some people that really have identity crisis. I've seen this new kid already come on the scene. He was doing 4 interviews on TV the day of. Smiles and all. I'm going to be touring the country doing the show because, that's what Charlie would have wanted. I've got another kid by the Nat Friedman. Is that his name? He does all these videos. And he went to the thing, and his video is crazy. It's how much Charlie Kirk meant to me, what I noticed at the memorial, blah, blah, blah. Whole breakdown, this whole shit. And he goes, and all this because, when Tyler was pulling that trigger, I'm like, how do you guys reaffirm the narrative when you don't know the truth? There's no prosecution. There's no eyewitness. There's no evidence. But we're just agreeing that young man, forgive him for he not know what he do. There art thou, Romeo. I'm sorry, Erica, but I've seen you do multiple podcasts. You're doing all hands on deck meeting with your company. Why are you not doing it with your kids? Where the fuck? Oh my God, I get so angry, dude. You have 2 babies and they need you because they don't see dad. And apparently he was an absentee dad. Hey, once a week, I get it. He's there once a week. But no, I'm not saying absentee in that way. Guys, don't ever let me misspeak on Charlie Kirk. I love the man. Okay? I respect Charlie more than everyone in this damn chat. You know that. Here's my thing. Charlie was a busy man. Charlie traveled. Charlie was working, grinding. I work, I grind. Everybody works and grinds. I'm not saying anybody's more than the other. What I'm saying is, if Charlie wasn't there every day, what type of relationship would he have with you, Erica, and with the kids? I'm asking. I know where I lack. These kids are young. What are you doing with your time to make sure that you're there? Now you're both parents. You're not just a wife. You're now the dad too. 2 roles. That's my whole point to this. No, I can't agree with what I watch right now. And that's where I'm at. Thank you so much for sharing the live, guys. Appreciate you guys. And thank you guys for all the love and support of the show. That's cool. 9/11 was done by Israel to get United States involved in the Middle East. That one's tough. Leon Black paid $62.5 million to avoid the Jeffrey Epstein-related lawsuits in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Correct. It ain't adding up. No, it's not adding up. Not at all. Part-time for GameStop. Price tagger for GameStop, mine is north of $167,000. Yeah, we'll talk about it right now. You opened up a can of worms with 2 weeks of conspiracy chat. Did I? Did I, Endgame? Is it conspiracy, though? When you believe your eyes and you know it to be true? Like, I give you one, okay? Like, I'm going to be the most normal person in the world right now. I don't want to be these guys online, these warriors, these keyboard warriors. I'm going to tell you something, man. The election results of 2020 blew my mind. And it's not because I didn't agree that Trump should be president versus Joe Biden. I just don't think there was a backing for Joe Biden, a country that wanted to vote for Joe Biden. But then when I saw the numbers, they were staggering. Like 10 million more votes than have ever voted in your lifetime went to the left. So I was like, oh, wow. He needed 10 million additional votes that don't exist for him to win. Okay. And then what confirms it for you 4 years later, the election comes out. Remember, we're not going to do this bullshit. Everybody's watching polls. Everybody's standing on top of it. Everybody's paying attention. Boom. They're 10 million votes short. The left. I mean, absent, where they had a total that was like, I don't even know what it was, like 87, dropped down to like 77 million. I don't even know the real, I just know it was 10 million short from the last election. Then they try to write it off and say, oh, well, people just weren't that interested and didn't want to vote for Harris. That's not the way this works. You got 10 million people in hiding? I mean, shit, I'm watching millions of people come over the border and they're voting. I bet you Grandma Nina's still voting. and still collecting Social Security in California somewhere. Yeah, that's how I feel about this. So I feel a very strong way about it because I saw it happen and I was like, that's not true. And then even seeing January 6th, FBI agents dressed as Antifa and MAGA people, like trying to entice violence. 274 FBI officials dressed. Where's the treason? Where's the interviews? Where's the, hey, we did this for our country? You set up in a whole administration to get buried? Do you know why Trump was up in arms? You know why Trump's been indicted 4 times? Think about the 4 indictments. One might be like an auditing issue for when he had hush money that he paid to a woman he allegedly slept with, like what, or his lawyers were paying for it. I'm like, okay, whatever. I get it. These guys are all doing fancy deals in the back rooms for these sexcapades. But of a woman of age, by the way. But here's my thing. He got charged with obstruction of justice. Because he was going up against a voting count in Georgia. Like, yeah, he's out there. He's grinding for his. He's saying, what the hell? This doesn't make sense. Carrie Lake's out here. Carrie Lake has run for office in Arizona, one of the most corrupt states in the world, and allegedly. And she's run twice and lost. And it blows people's mind. You're like, dude, you ever drive through Arizona? All you see is Trump flags. It's just red. But yet at the polls, somewhere in there, somebody's dumping a pillowcase full of damn envelopes. Makes you wonder, like, what the hell's really going on in this country? And it happens. More, babe? Dinner. Holy shit, dude. I love my wife. Thank you. That's my way of saying thank you. My wife just made me some chicken tacos. How in the world am I going to live right now with these chicken tacos, bro? Anyway, I got a video to show you while I eat these tacos or inhale these tacos. I'll get you the video right now. And we'll have fun with it. It was a video made by one of the viewers of the channel in the Discord. It's in the Discord somewhere. Let me see where it's at. Let me see what I got here. Is it this? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's this channel right here. Boom, 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 boom. He says, Marantz, I made this for you. You can watch it. It's private, only for the Discord. And then I was like, yo, dude, that thing's actually decent. Where would we put? Did we put it in the OG channel? Where did we put it at? It's somewhere. Hold on. When I find it. I did see it this afternoon. I just saw it. Actually, I saw it was in the car with my wife. My wife and I went shopping this afternoon. And it was a good time. There we go. Here we go. Okay, let's go back. So this was inspired from Kyoto's video. If you guys know about Kyoto's video, 4-to-1 split, we did like this video Kyoto did was like 3 years old. Made me cry, all that good stuff. Back then I was really emotional about GameStop. I'm not so emotional tonight, but this is a very this is a really nice piece, okay? So 4 years of bad media and analyst coverage on GameStop. That's what it tells you. Let me get this going really quick. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I don't want you guys to miss any of it, so I'm going to make sure we zoom in at the right parts. I'm going to close myself out of it, and then I'll let you guys watch it, okay? And listen to it, too. All right, here you go. That's a hell of a video, man. I'm telling you, that was really good video. I have, if I do it right, I have about 1 bite left. So give me 1 second, okay? Mm. Bro. So let me explain this chicken taco. My wife makes the shells, right? Herself. And then she gets the chicken. She like marinates the chicken all day. Then she shreds it by hand. Then she puts pepper, like an amazing amount of pepper. Then she cuts up and she makes her own pico de gallo, cuts it all up, boom, 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 hits it with the lemon. I don't even know. Oh my God. And it just falls apart in your mouth, man. I have had 9 tacos today. And I don't care. So good. All right, so got asked a question. We're back live. Thank you guys so much. Got asked a question right there while that video was playing. The question was, when is AMC going to squeeze? Yeah. The 1 bite challenge. Yeah, that's so good, bro. League of Longs, bro. That's really good. That was a good video, man. If you really pay attention. Purple onion. She does like, I don't know, like a pickled onion, like marinated in, excuse me, like in lemon or something. Oh, excuse me. Whatever your wife does, my wife doesn't do that, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, Coke Zero balances me out. Okay. All right, so AMC squeeze. Yeah, it's going to happen. AMC's one of the worst investments in the world. And I just can't even explain it to you how bad it is. I could explain it, but I stopped caring about AMC like 2 years ago. I knew it was terrible in 2021. I was right. I knew Adam Aaron was a snake, and I was right. And when's her birthday? Oh, it already passed. It was last weekend in game. We had a blast. We went out all weekend. We're going out tonight. Believe it or not, it's 8:00. The guys will show up. We got some crew showing up. We're gonna all go out together. Went out last night. Had a blast. If you guys have the members only section of of our channel, I had videos up and then I took them down because I'm like, hey, you think these guys just want to see us just having a drink, babe, taking some shot? Nobody wants to watch this shit. So I took it down this morning. I was like, that's not I don't want to show the world Red Bull vodkas. That's all we drink, by the way. Don't ever try to be like, yo, I got you something. We'll just look at we're like, yeah, we only drink Red Bull vodka, bro. That's how we don't. And that's it. Yeah, but AMC's the worst investment ever. No, they're not kosher. What the hell, bro? Who are these people, bro? Where do these guys come from? All right, real quick. I did watch Carter's Corner Pocket. I'm happy that because I was out with my wife. She was out. I don't know. We went to the indoor swap meet, Coachella. It's the most ghetto place you could be. She's like, babe, go look for something that you want. I'm like, when the place says cash only, I don't need to be there. Because I don't have cash. And then they got an ATM machine where it costs $3 to pull it out. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything. I'm just here. What am I doing here? I don't know. I'm your bodyguard, babe. I'm hoping you don't get like snatched. Right? That's about it. You can go all night, I guess. I mean, no, it just tastes good. I don't know. If you've never had Red Bull vodka, you should. It tastes good. That's it. Hope all is well with you and the fam. Nice to see you. For J-Dubs, yeah, absolutely. Everything is going well. You know, okay, so check this out. So I'm watching Carter. And happy anniversary to Carter and his wife. And I was telling my wife, I was like, yo, babe, I don't think Carter knows that we can't hear the songs. Because Carter would play a song. Then he'd talk about it. I'm like, we can't hear it. And then he played a video. Why he's playing PBC's and Michael's video, I'll never know, but he played it. And I couldn't hear it. And somebody finally told him. I was like, thank God somebody told him, bro. My wife's like, why don't you tell him? I'm like, Mama, this shit happened 2 hours ago. I'm on delay. So, Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I'm gonna try to have a good night. Yeah. Yeah. Envoy's the one who made that video from Germany. So shout out to Envoy, making a great video. Here's what we're gonna talk about. Okay. I know warrants are in 10 days, and I know everyone's excited. I'm more excited for the execution of this last weekend. The thousands and thousands and thousands, I mean, millions of dollars that they made in one weekend. I've never seen anything like that in my life. And I'm talking about like midnight releases, right? Like you guys remember midnight releases. Well, they would come in and they would buy a game and leave. That's midnight releases. GameStop's doing so much more than that. I saw a guy in our Discord had a receipt for almost $500. People are buying the equivalent of consoles, and there's a line around the building for it every weekend. People are shelling out that way. He did a whole live stream on Silent once. Oh, I know that. I remember that one, Sharon. I do. That's my boy, though, bro. But it's crazy to me that, like, for people not to understand how much money GameStop is doing, you probably can't even get it up in the morning. Yeah. Probably. I mean, I don't know what that means. Like, what are you trying to prove? I mean, what does that mean? Do you guys rate yourself? Do you like is that like I'm just curious. I'll throw this all off for a minute. I just want to know, like, and I have to ask this question so bluntly. I apologize. It's Morant's Rants. It's my show. Does dick size matter? That's what I'm asking right now? And like getting it up in the that matters in life. I've never seen that matter. Like whenever you go out there, you go, "Hey, hi, I'd like to buy this vehicle," and they go, "Bro, whip that shit out and put it on the table. I gotta see that right now." Matter of fact, turn around, grab the cheeks, spread them. Let's see what you got. No, that's never happened. My God, what did he say? I need help, Morantz. What do you need help with? Lost Boys? Yo, did you see my comment? I'm reading it right now. It's the motion in the ocean. What the hell is that? You guys, it's Saturday night and I haven't even started drinking yet. Mama! Babe! I'm going to put in my order right now. Can you give me a drink? We'll see if she hears me. She goes, I just brought you a Coke Zero. No, I want one of them real drinks, babe. I want one of them things that's going to put me on. That need a drink. Hey, well, apparently, guys, they want to know what's the girth? The girth, man. We got to know. Yeah, I asked, can you bring me a drink, my love?
Oh,
can you make me one?
A whole lot different than what I was hearing from the living room.
I was trying to so that you could hear me.
Uh-huh.
That's it. How could I yell? Red Bull vodka. But how could I yell though? How could I go like this? Oh, honey, can you please give me a drink? Thank you, please. I can't even get that. Look at this. If they put a gun to my head and said, babe, or they said, you got to scream.
They put a gun to your head and said, babe?
No, but if they said, scream or you die, I'm dead. I can't scream. Ah! I can't. Look at that. I'm a grown man. I can't do it. So this guy asked me, how big is it? He said, I bet you can't get up and blah, blah, blah. And then this guy, the same. Do you live with your mom? Look at that, because I said mom. Yeah. You know how, like, there's those dudes out there that, like, yo, call me daddy. Call me dad. What's up, dad? You know, all they yeah, my girl calls me daddy. All this shit. No, I call my wife mommy. No, I call her mom. I say mom because it's like I always tell my kids. We have 5 kids. I'm like, hey, go tell your mom. Go get mom. No, it's just something. I don't know. We just talk that way. That's how it is. Yeah, but I live with my mom. Oh, yeah. Screaming for mom from the basement. Yeah. Meatloaf!
Hey,
what's up?
Ziggy's in here.
I know. That's fine. Leave him in here. Leave Ziggs in here. He'll come over here right now to me. All right, babe. I'll take a drink, though. I'm doing a show. Okay, I got to go. Okay. Call me Papi. No, I won't call you that. But listen, guys. So GameStop just had, like, the best weekend of their lives, right? Which is crazy. Amazing. And then I was watching the markets, and I was reading. I was, like, trying to figure out the last time the market was, like, hitting all-time highs. Oh, look at him. Look at him. My cat's in here, dude. This is my cat. Come here, Ziggs. Ziggy. Come on, boy. Come here. Ziggy's crazy, bro. He'll come back. He's looking for his mom, but it's fine. The meatloaf. Fuck. Mom. Yeah, whatever. Whoa. Hey, I can't read that together. Fuck and mom in one sentence. I can't do it. Guys, it's a little R-rated tonight. Sorry. It's just the show. These guys. You know what's crazy? I was looking at my accounts, and I'm trying to figure out like what I'm gonna do based off of like how much time we have left on this planet. And I start dividing, start adding, start carrying over the ones and the twos, and I go, hey babe, I told my wife this. We were shopping, and I go, hey babe, I think I'm just gonna go for it. And she's like, go for what? I said, well, if I just put all this money into GameStop, and then she looks at me, she goes, the one thing you tell everybody not to do, you're gonna do it. And I was like, oh, that's why I have my wife. She reminds me, don't leverage, guys, don't leverage yourself. Like, right, sit tight, wait, do your best. It's hard for me, man. It's hard because you want to, you have this identity thing, but no. I appreciate all that you do. I appreciate what you do. Where's Ziggs? Ziggy, hey, what's up, man? Ziggy, where you at? I don't know where Ziggy's at, bro. He's a little kitten, so he could be anywhere in this room right now. Any thoughts on the Daniel Moore and Mark Robinson seems they're always selling shares? I mean, it's just ignorance, Raymond. Raymond Holmes, any thoughts on how to be not an idiot in the chat? Like, honestly, bro. Where do these guys come from? I don't mind talking this way either. Not at all. I want no new friends. I've never met you a day in my life, Raymond Holmes. But you got any thoughts and ideas? And you, Daniel Moore and Mark Robinson selling shares? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. One guy wants to buy a yacht. Another dude wants to get, I don't know, an all-you-can-eat buffet pass, at Hometown Buffet. I mean, what do you want me to say? It's absolutely ridiculous. They literally state it on their Form 4s, like when they sell shares, when they sell them, it says it right there at the bottom. These shares are sold for tax-related purposes. Yes, a portion of the shares are sold as tax-related purposes. That's it. What don't you understand? Is this really that hard? The concept's that hard? Cool. It's part of their salary. They're not selling additional shares that they weren't, and the fact that we pay them in shares is really smart, just so that we're clear. The amount of shares that they exercise are basically none. Be the equivalent of like zero compared to the rest of the world that's sitting on a float of 650 potential million shares coming up after these warrants are executed. So, yeah, I'm not worried about Daniel Moore and Mark Robinson. One's an attorney and one's our accountant. Boom, A&A. So we actually pay an attorney and an accountant for us, and that's it. We don't have a CFO. We don't have a CEO. None of these guys get shares. So, yeah, I think we're doing it the right way. I want some effing tacos. Don't we all? But I don't get it why people like this come into the chat and ask the dumbest question in the world. Did your wife get you pregnant? Yes. Yes. Man, I told her, don't pull out. Her pull-out game is weak anyway, bro. Goodness gracious. I tried to get the morning after, and we were like, nah, we ain't going to do that shit. We ain't no plan Bs around here, bro. We all about it. It's a miracle. The fact that I got pregnant once is a miracle in life. God put me here on this planet for those reasons. To show the world that it can be different. So if there was no Morantz, there'd be no Caitlyn Jenner. Hey, come here, bro. Come here, bro. What are you doing, bro? This guy's over here just walking around. TikTok has some characters. Tell me about it, Endgame. No, what they are is they're nameless people. Raymond Holmes, how's the weather up there in Canada? Apparently cold. I have better questions, guys. Like, what are they going to do? What is going to be the excuse this time? Watch this, okay? GameStop's going to have revenue growth for this quarter. They're going to grow in revenue for this quarter versus last year. We're going to go look at the numbers. We'll talk it all out. But the whole theory behind this is that GameStop... Hey, what's up? I know you want to jump up here. Come here. I told you. Okay, my guy's here. This is Ziggy, guys. Ziggy is a baby beast, bro. This guy, he lays next to me every night. He's a good guy. He's not like Binks. Binks was a killer. Binks would want to destroy you and kill you. Not my boy Ziggy's. Ziggy's awesome. Yeah, Ziggy's my guy. Hey, Ziggy. Hey, how you doing, baby? Talk to him every night. My wife talks to him. He's a little dude. He's having fun. We saved him from the shelter, though. That's the best thing. So here's the thing. We're going to win, okay? And I'm going to explain it all to you guys right now in a minute. But we'll go over those numbers. Here's the drink. Baby, take that out of there. Come on, bro. Thank you. Love you. Your cat just took off. Mm-hmm. She says, my cat. There we go. Rebel vodka, bro. Damn. Here we go. Had it all night last night. I'm going to do it again. 2 nights. We're actually doing 3 nights because tomorrow we're going to Rhythm and Brunch. And I actually got to say, I love my bartender because they don't charge us. Dudes, you walk up, we order all night, boom, 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 boom. Next thing I get the bill, it's like $30-$40. And I'm just like, yo, babe. They didn't charge us. It's crazy. Friday, there will be a distraction, a news story, 100%. Trove, you know what? The distraction, a news story, it's really weird how that all happens, right? Like, for people that don't know, there was a vote on the Hill to expose the Epstein files, right? And it went one way, and the deciding vote was the Alaskan House Representatives person, whoever. And it was shown that Alaskan person, her husband had business deals with Jeffrey Epstein. So it would behoove her not to go ahead and release the files, I guess, whatever it may be. And then I'm like, you guys don't even know what happened, do you? Like the deadline? Do you remember the video I did? The deadline was 9/11 for the Department of the Treasury to release all financials for Leon Black and all of his companies, all the attorneys, everybody. The real Epstein list, that I call it, right? All the money behind it, the financiers. Well, that was on the 11th. So Charlie Kirk, boom, assassinated. Now it's all over the headlines. You'll never see what's really happening behind the scenes on the absolute Epstein files because everybody wants to know who killed Charlie Kirk, who assassinated him. People are ready to paint Tyler as the killer, as you guys are well aware. If you guys live under a rock, I'm sorry. But here's the real truth. Candace Owens put the whole world on the biggest ice break you've ever seen in your life. She gave the whole world blue balls this weekend because Candace says, on Monday, I will reveal that the shooter was not Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson has never been to UVU, never been on campus, and that's not him in those pictures. And it's like, yo. It reminds me of what Destiny said. Destiny said the best thing you do is just put on a mask and act like you're that person. But then people start telling me that Destiny was linking other videos now and giving people some info about things that happen. And all these guys who have all these alternate ideas and theories, I just have the old man, right? Like that's the one that really got to me. The old guy in the crowd who the minute Charlie gets assassinated, he's so fast and quick-witted to say, it was me, it was me, it was me. Like, who thinks like that? Who thinks like that other than to know that this is about to happen? Why is the old man there? Like, it's real. This is a real setup. And you're looking at the real-life Patsy moment and the fact that kid's not suicidal, the dad did not turn him in. Like, the whole narrative that the Fed's pushing is not what's really happening. And that's what's being reported. So, very scary. And the fact that Eric Kirk just signs off on a autopsy and no one's questioning. Like, you guys don't believe me when I tell you about Frank, the pastor. Okay? I feel a certain way, and I know he's really reputable and credible, but I feel a certain way about stuff when I hear it. When you are a part of something like an assassination, okay? And it's still under being investigated. You still don't know who's the target. You still don't know what's the motive. You don't know all these things, right? You don't know anything. You just witnessed the most horrific thing in your life. And when you do an interview, you go like this. This is what was said. Because remember, I'm investigator mode like all the time. It's like I do with all you guys. Whenever I talk to you guys in person, that's why I win debates. Because I listen. And you know what he said? He said, hey, I want to talk to you guys because Erica told me to get this story to you guys. My experience about what happened. I should tell you guys what happened. It was like, dude, it's been 2 days. Erica wants you in front of the cameras right now. You just lost your quote-unquote son, right? And I already knew the story. Whatever he said at the memorial, I already knew because he already did the interview 2 days before, 5 days before, whatever the hell it was. And he gave the details step by step. He made sure to say Charlie was already in heaven. He was looking past me. He was looking to eternity. He was gone already. I was like, okay, cool. All right, you going to say that? All right, cool. Then he says, oh, and then they bought us a change of clothes. So we got to change of clothes because we were in scrubs, and then Mikey McCoy went out there and bought us all new clothes because we had a press hearing in an hour. You guys ever had to buy clothes for somebody? Like in a minute, in an instant? Size, color, shape, belt, socks, shoes. And what'd you do? You got rid of the scrubs, the bloody clothes. No, we had to change our clothes. Oh, so now you're explaining away your clothes. You're explaining away everything. And no one asked for it. It's almost like being a killer saying, well, you know why I did it? Because I was writing MAGA names on my bullets. And because, my dad's pro-MAGA. And I would have had nobody would have caught me if I wouldn't have left the gun in the bushes. Oh, I had no prints. I had the perfect crime. Blah, blah, blah. Like, the perfect crime, you're texting about it. Perfect crime is you don't text anybody. There's just a lot for me. Trevor, I'll have to look at all the videos. I've been looking at them. A lot of them. And everybody thinks they have the right guy, or the right shooter, the right this, the right that. It's great. It was the best part. Candace Owens went there to the university. She actually sent her people there. And they said there's more cameras than you could ever imagine. Around every corner, everything is videotaped and recorded. There are cameras everywhere on that school. And all you give me is some chopped up singular frames. No way. No way. They had to have caught the shooter. His mic under his shirt was turned into the gun. Yeah, I've seen how it got blown up. And saying it's like a special effect of some kind, like a prop. Like boom. And I'm just like, yo, this is too much for me. But what's not too much for me is the reaction to it all. Everybody's reaction. I've seen people doing interviews, smiling, everything right away. And I'm talking about other YouTubers, podcasters, like people that are not affected. They claim they're friends or they claim they knew Charlie personally, but they're not affected the way you would be affected if and somebody can't tell me, oh, you don't know about grief. You don't know how they grieve. You don't know people's, no. I do know because everybody's trying to tell me that it's, well, you don't know because so-and-so when they lost their dad and their mom, and people are trying to say their dad and their mom, and I'm just like, your dad and your mom technically are older than you, and they might die, right? They might have, they put their time in, whatever it may be. You're an adult, and you're allegedly in love. Let me tell you, bros, it's different. It's different when your heart is ripped away from you. I asked my wife, I said, baby, tell me, if I was murdered and assassinated in front of the world, in front of you, how would you react? She's like, I would be taking care of my kids, and I'd never let them out of my sight, and I'd let them know, certainly if they're young and impressionable, like you'd be afraid of what they're going to consume, what they might view, what they might hear. You want to make sure no one's talking to them in their ear. And I was like, yeah, that's a mom right there. Not this fucking family, apparently. So I just got a lot on that. Partner and child is losing a limb. It's like losing a limb. Yeah, it can be. I also heard, do not do a cover calls because the risk of cover call shares getting called, plus you would have to deliver warrants too. Oh, well, there you go. If you're getting the warrants for them. Is everyone here for the same reason I am, to hear news about the Cowboys? Just kidding, Morantz. Listen to you keeps me relaxed. That's awesome, bro. It's awesome. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Cowboys. I don't watch football. I haven't watched football in years. And I won't support the NFL. I don't support Roger Goodell. I don't support NFL. I don't support any of these sports that are made to distract people from reality. Headlines happen. Everything's manufactured. And I realized it was all bullshit once I found out, the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl after 9/11. Boom. New York wins the Super Bowl. Same thing. Like it was just too much, too coincidental on all these events that happened. And or like Katrina happens and then New Orleans wins the Super Bowl. Give me a break, people. Like, I'm just done with your bullshit, everybody. So yeah, Tom Brady gets traded to Tampa. Boom, they win the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's the greatest thing ever. No, he's not. He's the luckiest quarterback ever. Kobe Bryant's wife would have been a good comparison. Druggle, no. No, not at all. Not at all. Vanessa Bryant lost her child in addition to her husband. Hey, I'm telling you now, I could die tomorrow. All right, people hurt. Wifey kind of limping. Wifey, she can't get along. Your child dies, you lose your soul. You lose your soul. And the most troubling part is Charlie Kirk's parents. I saw the back of them. I did not see the front of them. I've never seen his sister, on any media outlet. I haven't seen any of the immediate family. All you see is this bullshit ass actress, Erica Kirk. It's called Sports Entertainment for a reason. Yeah. He says sports is goy slop. What is goy slop? What does that mean? What's up, Morantz? Brick by brick? Yes. Kevin, brick by brick. Okay, let's go get back into that. Sorry, guys. I listen. When's the next giveaway? I don't know. I've been telling my wife we got to find motivation to get out there and do it. We both have to. My wife got a new job recently, so she's been grinding, working hard, and I got a new job. So I've been working hard. I don't know. I get people who text me like, yo, bro, Morantz, it's hard to keep up with you, man. You got live stream. I'm like, yeah, bro, I already told you guys, you ain't ready for this life that I'm here to win. So, Goy is non-Jew. I don't know what the hell that means either, bro. I fell off watching sports a while ago. I'd rather go to college and old master than hangs out in pickleball court. Yeah. I could smell that taco burp from here. Nah, it wasn't even a taco burp. Can you put your shirt on the giveaway? I want to wear your shirt. What size is it? This shirt right here, XL? I'm 6 feet 240, bro. I'm a man. These kids couldn't do shit to you if they saw you. Like, they'll see you in real life and they'll be like, oh, that's a thick dude. All right, you got a thick neck. He's got fucking Wreck-It Ralph hands, bro. I'm not going to try him. That's basically the way it usually works for me. Watch me, pick up a couple of rocks. You should do a live stream like a Paper Tiger guy where you send you money to open packs for us live. Be De Niro. I was reading the comments on Tony De Niro's video, and they had the same guy in Tony De Niro's live stream and the same guy in Jeremy's live stream, believe it or not. And I only saw the typing text because I don't watch their live streams. People send me the clips of it's in the Discord. You guys see it all. They send the chat, like if somebody said something stupid. And the one thing somebody's saying right now is that they don't think GameStop's going to be valuable, right? Like they're like, oh, GameStop's a dying business model, and what are they doing selling Pokemon cards? And what is this, powerpacks.com? Like, oh, it'd be good for streamers, not for consumers or collectors. And it's like, these people are so out of reach. They're so out of their depth. Like, they don't really know what GameStop is and what Power Packs is, right? But here's the thing, B. De Niro. I recently had a massive change in my life where I am now doing YouTube 100% of all my energy is here. Every day, video, education, live stream. This is what I'm doing. This is it. And I thank my wife for backing me on this, where I said, baby, this is what I want to do. And she said, okay. She said, if you can make it work, if you can do this, it's all on me. And so since I'm doing YouTube 100%, I don't have some of the luxuries I had before at this moment. Spending money like it's no tomorrow, I don't have that ability right now. I lost a tremendous amount of income to go this way with you guys. And it's okay. I'm going to be okay. Don't worry for me like that. Just know that I wouldn't have done it if I couldn't afford to do it. I could take any job I want right now. I have the picking, and everybody's right there. And if you want to come work for us, and here's what we're doing. We have this marketing job, a GM job, have this. I'm like, no, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to do YouTube. I just want to do GameStop. This is what I want to do. So yeah, I gotta dial it in. I do have money for power packs, but I'm not gonna do it. And I don't care if people send me money. I don't want them to send me money. I want people to go experience it for themselves. Go do it themselves. I don't need to generate views that way. Because people they don't even know this. Like Jeremy's gonna find this out. Jeremy keeps promoting his channel as his channel is a GameStop channel because every dollar that he gets is going to GameStop DRS book shares. It's like, what did you read? DRS book shares give you any more different shares than somebody else? Like you're just playing to the narrative of what it is. But now, my channel has earned $200, and it was like, yeah, bro, you don't even know what it's like to grind. You were given a gift from God. I gave you the pass. I go, here you go, guys. Go subscribe, and boom, he got 1,000 subscribers overnight. He had 100 for 3 months, and he got 1,600 now, and he's like, yeah, this is me. I'm big. I'm going. Okay, I'll see you in 6 months. I'll see you in a year. I'll see you in 2 years. I'm letting you know I've been here for 5 years. You don't know what this is like, waking up every day, talking about life, talking about GameStop, talking about you're not going to have anything to talk about. So at some point, you have to start talking about yourself, and you're going to give yourself away. And you think that getting taxed on the money that you're making and putting into GameStop is beneficial for you. It's not. Dude, I went 4 years with no super chats. 4 years. I went demonetizing my stream every time and no super chats. You can't imagine working for free for years and years and years. And then you got guys coming in, skating in, going, I'm going to make money and I'm going to do it this way. They don't know what it takes, man. So, yeah, I'm not going to do it that way, De Niro. Like, I know people are live streaming that way, like that Paper Tiger guy. I know who he is. I hate it when little guys go, hi, everybody, my name is Paper Tiger, and I'm going to open up these power packs for you. Yeah, baby, this is DJ Easy Dick, and we're going to play the station that slaps your, faps your, creps your fat ass with a fat dick. That's right. And if you don't know, now you know. Like, no, come on. That's not what we're doing here, okay? That's not me. And if you don't know, I'm so sorry for all the language tonight, guys, but that's just the way I talk. So if you don't like me, it is what it is. Okay. No. Late once again. Yeah. Hulk wanted a piece now. Great song. Well, there's more than just a song. What are you talking about? Oh, I got to stop all that bullshit. Man, I like you. Anyway. Yeah, you know what, guys? We're gonna win in the long run. We're gonna win in the long run. So, I'll show my position every day. I won't lie to you what I do with my shares, and I'll be the most honest man when it comes to GameStop. And honestly, I don't like when people have negative things to say about it. I don't like when they tell you hey, this could happen or this would. You start speaking that negative shit, it comes into life, and it can happen. I'm gonna speak it into existence on the positive side. So. The no super chat days are over. Thank you, Sergio C. Appreciate you, man. Now, you guys will have your chance. You know, you guys will have your chance. And there's going to be a moment where it hits you. You know, like you guys going to... It hits some people sometimes because I get the messages. I get like a DM. And they're like, yo, bro, I just want to tell you, I would have been out of this investment 4 years ago. I wouldn't have been here 2 years ago. Or I would have never found this if it wasn't for you. And you know, they say things like that, and I always tell you guys, you are the reason why you're invested. It's not me. And you're the reason why you're still here. It's not me. Because it takes someone to listen, someone to learn, someone to figure it out. Like, if you believe the first narrative ever told to you about investing, you would never be in GameStop. If you believed what they tell you about GameStop as a company, or the identity or the lack thereof, you wouldn't be in the investment. But it takes people to start talking about it in the correct way for you to be like, oh, okay, now I understand. Oh, Marantz told me 5 different ways that it's the best investment. Okay, let me see if it is. And then you can go compare, right? That's why they have metrics. That's why they have measurables. And that's just how you measure up to something. It's almost like the NFL draft where you have you have this whole idea of like, well, what's your 40? What's your vertical? What's your shuttle? How far do you throw? How good do you catch? Like, if that's all we're doing is a combine, and that's what Wall Street is doing, they're just measuring companies based off of X, Y, and Z, but not really understanding that it's execution. It's execution on the other side of the table. It's the gameplay. It's who's calling the plays, who's the coach. See, it's one thing to have $9 billion. It's one thing to have the fastest man in the NFL. It's also the best thing to put him in the right place to win, right places to win. You gotta put them in the right situations, and then you make those decisions and you execute. That is football. That is sports. Period. Well, guess what? GameStop has the fastest man in the NFL. They have $9 billion. They have $9 billion cash. There's only 3 other companies in the world that have that in retail, and that's going to be Costco, Walmart, and Amazon. Well, guess what? GameStop's about to have $11 billion after this next year. So you're going to go $11 billion versus who? It's just going to be you and Costco and Amazon? That's some really good company to be in if you're a little retail company that does nothing, apparently. But you're going to do a whole lot more than that. So I just know, I know exactly what I'm in. I know why I'm here. Edgar, you've tried twice now, Edgar, to be funny, and it didn't work either time. Okay? I'm just letting you know, it didn't work either time. Thank you. Marantz, when do you think AMC is squeezing? Well, it will never squeeze, and that's it. Is there a way to spot a short squeeze in advance? Yeah. You find out what companies are undervalued. You know, the most shorted stock in the world is Apple and then probably Nvidia, volume and dollar-wise. And they're shorted because they're hedged, right? If you're so far into it, you naturally hedge your position and you say, okay, I'm going to hedge myself with some short on the downside so you can protect yourself. It's all about being delta neutral for investors, for hedge funds. And so people that are so pro the S&P 500, they also do have long-dated puts, right? Just to hold themselves up, just in case they catch some. Or you even have like a stop loss built in, where you're like, here's my stop loss, here's where I run with my cash, and I can't lose this amount that I'm already up in gains. And they move their stop losses as they go up, right? To continually move. And if you're an investor like me for GameStop, I had a guy tell me that it's unstable and that it's not something that they would invest in. I said, what do you mean unstable? Are you kidding right now? We've had a $2 swing in the last 3 months. It's one of the most stable things out there. If you go look at other markets, they're all dependent on macro environments, geopolitical headwinds, and that's not what GameStop's worried about. GameStop's not worried about anything, nothing, and people won't tell you that, so the fear hasn't set in. But I just think that ignorance is fear, the ignorance of not knowing the balance sheet, not knowing the product, not knowing the values or the percentages of profit that you will make moving forward. Like when you know everything about a company, you're completely fearless. When you know everything about your opponent and you know their weaknesses, you're like, I got you. I can win this whole game right now, right? So think about GameStop. When you think about investment, just think about it like GameStop, okay? You go, okay, I know how much money they have, cash. I know they have $8.7 billion cash. I know they have $500 million of Bitcoin. I know they have assets of over $10 billion. I know all of their liabilities, the ones that are generated off the sheet, are not due for 6 years, 7 years, so not anytime soon, at 0% interest, by the way. So it's a net positive for all the interest you'll be generating over the next 5 to 7 years. I know they have a book value north of $11 per share, $11.56 to be exact. I know that their cash per share is almost $20, if not more. So this is a company that can't lose. I know what products they sell. I know what the slate has in store for you. So when you know these things, you know the board of directors, every single one. You know Jim Groupie, you know Larry Chang, you know Alan Adel, you know Ryan Cohen, and then you know Nat Turner. So you know all the guys in charge of the money that you're investing. You know what they stand for. Nat Turner, PSA, CEO, chairman of the board. Alan Adel, built Chewy, hangs out at Evolution Capital as well. And Ryan Cohen's right-hand man. He's the oldest man on the board of directors. You have Jim Groupie, who used to work for the Hyatt and worked with Chewy as well as a CFO. He understands. He's the right-hand man of Ryan Cohen. They obviously built his trust. And then you have Larry Chang, who's Evolution Capital's chief investment officer, built it from scratch. He's a Harvard grad, smart-ass dude, helped be the seed money of Chewy. So you know where your money's at. You know your people. What company, what investment do you know everything about it? Everything. You know so much about the investment and about PowerPacks.com, Pokemon cards, PSA graded cards, how to grade them, where to drop them off, when to pick them up, expectations on return, Power Rewards memberships, how much you get back, what do you do with the credit card, what do you annualize on these programs, when was this insulated, right? When did this get introduced to the company? When did this next program? When you know everything about an investment. You are fearless. And you walk around and you look at people and you say, "What? How stupid can you be? How blind can you be?" No, you're obsessed. You're crazy. You're a cult member. You guys don't know how good you have it. There are people out there, deniers, denying what NVIDIA really is, what CoreWeave really is, what you would have to do to be successful in all the Mag 7 companies that are propping themselves up, what this economy really is, what inflation really is, what the producer price index really is. Everybody's lying to themselves. But they're also lying because they're deniers. They're deniers of what? Of elections. They're deniers of assassinations. They're deniers of the cabal. They're deniers of private equity. But yet you get to come here, right here to this channel, and get every bit of proof of what connect the dots is, what private equity is, the influence on the markets, on your investment, why Ryan Cohen is a saint, why you are winning in life. And you're about to win. You're about to get 10 days, we get some warrants. 10 days. GameStop's the best investment you've ever seen in your life. You saw it go from nothing to something. You mean to tell me that they've raised almost $10 billion cash? And when it got started and it popped off and all they have is $500 million? $500 million. They have gone 20 times their cash in the last 4 years. Then you would know nothing. You would know none of that unless you come and you bury yourself in it. And when your spouse and your friends and your family, and they all look at you guys and they go, "You guys are stupid. Why do you guys always watch that guy just ranting all day?" Because we're fucking doing the homework, people. They always tell you got to work hard, right? You got to grind. You got to get it. We're not getting lucky here. You got to just be infatuated. You don't watch sports, right? Yeah, so you could name every player back in the day, all their stats. You could do all this shit. I could do it, man. I grew up, I knew everybody's height, weight, hometown, all the stats on the back of a baseball card, football card, baseball card. Didn't matter. Dave Winfield, drafted by 3 different sports. Yeah, he was 6'7", 240 pounds. This guy was amazing. Like, yeah, he's the greatest athlete ever. Nobody knows that part. Vince Coleman, the second best base stealer of all time in the 80s. Otis Nixon, number 3. Ricky Henderson, number 1. Nobody remembers this shit. I know a bunch of bullshit-ass stats for no reason. I'd be great at Jeopardy. Where's that going to get me in life? I'm great right now. I was able to go ahead and bury myself into something, and I treated it like it was a damn almanac. Like it was just, I'm going to get every answer I want out of this GameStop investment. And I went all the way down the rabbit holes of private equity, distraction stocks, mass manipulation of media. And I know we have it right. Jimmy is big chillin', 0 worries. Yeah, Sir Moist. Big chillin', bro. But people don't know. Marantz, is the market rigged? Is the market rigged? No, it's not rigged. The market has no idea you exist. If you know the truth, it will come to light over time. GameStop's going to win. You're going to win. And all your friends that told you you're not, for all your folks and your family that see a big stack of cash there, and they go, "What do you mean you have 30,000?" Like I told somebody, I said, "Hey, how you doing, man? You doing all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you doing finances?" I said, "Well, I got some Costco shares I'm going to sell, but my GameStop's not for sale." "What are you talking about, bro? How much you got?" I said, "I only got like 36,000. 36,000 into GameStop." "Okay. Is that a lot of money? I wouldn't be homeless. I won't be jobless. I won't be carless. And money can get you some places. May get you a down payment on a house. Do some things. Give you some freedom. Maybe a little relief. You won't be so stressed. Probably live like a whole year like a king." I'm going to live like a whole decade like a king. And just because I have a platform and just because I talk about it and other people don't, no, I just remind you. I remind you, it's people like me. And I hold my shit like a vengeance, dude. Everybody who talks shit to me about everything, I'm just like, yeah, bitches. $9 billion in the bank. Yeah, bitches. Warrants coming our way. Yeah, bitches. S&P 500 coming. Yeah. What are you going to say then? What do you say then when GameStop's $100, $200 a share? Then you say, fuck, dude. Remember when that guy was talking about it and it was 10? Yeah. I had a live stream the days when it was 10. I had live streams in the days when it was 12 and 13. And I was like, hey, this price is crazy. It shouldn't be here. Now everybody's buying it for 3x that. Now everybody's ready to do $32 warrants. Play it out right. You should do a connect the dots on the Super Bowl, Hurricane Katrina and Tom Brady. Oh, I'm correct. Just leaving GameStop. Came to pick up my son's graded card. Posted pic on the Discord. Good job, Sergio. Preach. Who's clipping this? I don't know. I don't clip shit. I just talk. That's how I do it. The guy says, more W balls. Well, this is a demonetized stream already. So, yeah. Nah, hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Marant's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I got haters over here in TikTok. I'm trying to spare with them, but it's tough. Let me go over here real quick. It says, I fell off watching sports. I got you. I'm going to go ahead and read the chat right now. Derek says he's 6'5", 360. Derek, you going to be my bodyguard, bro? You going to be my bodyguard? This fool. Just stand there, bro. Stand there. Take a goodness gracious. I don't care. Whatever you do, I will tell you, a 30-06 is going right through everybody. So, a rifle, this rifle shit. Like, yeah, it's no big deal. It was shot with this rifle. Sure it was. You would have heard the boom. When a rifle shoots, you'll hear the rip through the sky, bros. You'll hear it. It has a distinctive sound. Oh, it's not like a... Put it on. I've been trying to get him to take it off. Just about every live. Put on a shirt, take off a shirt. Yeah. This guy says, play me some Cardi? That's how you know it's a kid, bro. Play Kanye, it's a kid. Play Cardi. Nobody listens to Cardi, bro. And he's saying Playboy Cardi. He's not talking about no Cardi B. I know what these kids like. They like trash. They like mumble rap. Ugh. Gross. Has anybody ever told you that you're kind of cute? Edgar. Yeah. Your mother. Okay? She said I was kind of cute. And she's still ugly. Smell like dog water. Ugh. He's married and I'm next in line, so don't get any ideas. Appreciate you guys. Hawk wanted a piece for a while now. Sir Moist, your name gets me excited. Late once again. No, you're not late, bro. Doggy Style, there you go. No Sleep Crew, that's us right there. That's The Chronic. That wasn't the Chronic album. The Chronic album's totally different songs. That was the Snoop Dogg Doggy Dog Style album, Beware of the Dog. Dumbass. When they say, I couldn't believe they said Snoop Dogg's the best rapper of all time. That was on Family Feud. Everybody about fell out their chair. They're like, are you serious right now? He's absolutely terrible. I think Snoop Dogg is one of the worst ones ever. Anyway. Everyone I drink, I pour some for Kirk. Every time you drink, Snoop Dogg is a Palestinian. What is wrong with these people, dude? Like you can tell the age difference when you're on YouTube, like I'm with you guys, and then TikTok. Kids on TikTok, adults on YouTube. Okay, let me go ahead and read this right here. It says, no mames on Edgar. Yeah, no mames way. Okay, got you. Do you have an estimated date in mind we could see Jimmy added to the S&P 500? Love your channel, Marantz. Sure. Ryan Brown. S&P 500. I think we'll be officially there, like eligible I would hope it would be March of next year. We would be eligible, as in you need the market cap. The only thing we're missing is market cap. So as of now, maybe around $23 billion of market cap will get you there. But we're going to need like a $44, $43 price tag on there. So I think 40 will even get you there, real close. But it's all dependent on a lot of things. You could leave it one in the chamber for a long time. You could literally be right underneath the market cap because of the shares that are not exercised via the not the warrants but the bonds themselves, right? So we did convertible notes, we did convertible bonds, and if they convert those shares, make them active once they hit a certain threshold, i.e., if they trade above the 30% of the actual agreement. So 29.85 when we sold them, if they're selling at 38.80 GameStop shares for like 20 trading days in a row, now they're eligible to be triggered after 3 years. So there's a lot of reasons why you hang on to bonds and why you don't, and versus exercising them not. But I think GameStop's value is just going to go up. I think somebody wouldn't trigger the bond at those ratios because they don't have to. The price could go crazy. It wouldn't matter. They still get to trigger them when they want and convert them into shares and then sell the shares. Right? They convert, get shares. Boom. They bought them for $29.85. What the hell do you think they're going to get for them? A whole lot more. It's the reason why they did for 0%. That's the first thing. Second thing. So we should have the market cap by then. You would hope, but also what comes into play right now are these warrants. And somebody asked me to explain the warrants, so I will right now. And I'll explain. I'll answer that question in a minute. So what they asked me was warrants, like what does it mean? 10 to 1 and all that stuff, 1 to 10. It just means you're going to get a warrant for every 10 shares you own. That's it. And the warrant is just going to give you the ability to buy a share and exercise at $32 strike price. That's it. That's all it means. I know it's mind-boggling to some people. Like, why would they give us the right to buy a share at 32? Because these are not issued shares yet. They're not issued yet. They get issued when you exercise. So the fact that they're giving you 10% of your position in warrants, you get to trade the warrants separately, and you can go ahead and sell them, and you get whatever they're worth. You get cash for them, right? Which would be pretty cool because now you're getting free money if you didn't have any money at all. But if you do exercise at 32, you're increasing your ownership of the company. And additionally, it's bringing and propping up the company. It's bringing them up a plateau. So it's a good problem to have for GameStop, considering they don't owe anybody money. They don't have a single dollar that they owe today. So it's all cash to the bottom line. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But like I was saying, Ryan, if they don't exercise those warrants within that first 6 months from now until March, after because we usually do an earnings report in March for the Q4 ending, which I think Q4 is going to make it's going to make everyone, it's going to make Wall Street understand like we're way out there, right? They're $500 million of profit. They have, $9 billion of cash, and all those things that we have. I think the stock price is going to have to agree that after 2 years of profits and 8 consecutive quarters of gains, that somebody has to start noticing that they're wrong, and shorts have to get ready to start closing. But you go a whole year, you annualize on the interest from the $9 billion. Now we have a whole new problem because it used to be $1 billion of interest, and then it was $4 billion interest. Now it's $9 billion. You're going to generate almost $80 million a quarter, if not more, in interest. So if it's $80 million times 4, you're looking at $320 million just off of interest. Now we go look at the company and the gains they make, being the most efficient, PSA graded cards, powerpacks.com, the Grand Theft Auto 6, the Switch 2, the new handheld Xbox thing coming out on the 16th of next month. And there's just a lot going on for GameStop, and they're going to be maximizing every dollar they bring in. So I think them making $600 to $700 million a year is realistic, and those numbers are massive because those are Palantir numbers right now. And if Palantir's getting a multiple, and Palantir, it has a market cap of $400 million, which they do, and they make $700 million in net income, they have $6 billion. GameStop is literally going to have $11 billion and $700 million on profits with the same amount of revenue. So what's the multiple here? What are we doing? We're an asset business now. Because of all that cash, we're an asset business. So when you see the money market side of it, GameStop's just a whole nother level. It's Berkshire Hathaway on steroids. So And this is like the beginning of it. So just think about where GameStop would be 20 years from now on compound interest. You go do the math. $11 billion. They still get to offer up 300 million more shares. The 350 more million shares that they could offer to the public at a price target above 32. Think about that. Think about that. That's another $10 billion worth of market cap. And they're already grandfathered in for 20 right now. So now you're looking at a $30 billion company. And there's no denying the S&P 500 at that point. So it's an accelerated timeline for GameStop. But the money's there. The opportunity's there. You just have to be patient. You have to see it coming. And if you want to indulge in all the good stuff, the power packs and what GameStop is as a company, well, now you're living it. Now you're really participating. There's some investors out here, traders on the stock that don't entertain it. They don't absorb it. They don't use it. And those are guys who don't appreciate it. And they won't. So they'll sell and they'll get out of the way. But it's going to be a great opportunity for a lot of people. And you're never too late. Right now at $20, at $26, at $28, at $32, these are all beginning prices. This is the bottom of where you're going to be. We're talking 10x from here. You're looking at $320 a share, right? 10x from here. And that's what people need to know. It's really going to happen. And it's all fundamentals. I'm not even talking short squeeze. I'm not even talking supply and demand. It's fundamentals, and it's going to do you well. There it is. Okay, so that's what's really happening. And let me go back to this, what it says. So Ryan, I would tell you anytime after March, I'm going to start really looking for that S&P information, and we should go from there. I'm Zen, and we know that the others are still searching for it. Without words, we can still point in the right direction. GME has Legos. I forgot about that. Yeah, they do. Pops, Pokemon, sports cards, PSA, and more. Can GME 50x P ratio and a market correction? Yeah, but I mean, P ratio has nothing to do with market correction. P ratio is just whatever the earnings are versus the multiplier that you give it to the price of the stock. So price to earnings ratio, that's all that is. Plenty of companies trade at 50x. The multiple of companies trade at 50x. But 50x is expensive. 50x is expensive, just not in this economy. This economy, apparently even 200 is not expensive, but it's all fair game right now. When you see retractions, here's what happens, okay? GameStop's trading at 30, right? 33 right now, PE ratio. But when the whole world retracts, everybody takes a bath, everybody gets crumbled, some banks go under, shit like that. When all this happens, okay, and it has to happen. I mean, we're going to do this for 2 more years, 3 more years at this rate? This is crazy. But if it were to happen this way, then GameStop melts it up into the S&P 500 while it all melts away. Now you give a multiplier for companies that have improved and got through the worst of times. Because here's the thing, this is why everybody gives credit to like Costco or anybody who went through COVID and didn't go down. Costco is food, fuel, and medicine, right? The most efficient retailer in the world. For those reasons, when COVID hit, it was deemed essential. And they won. They got through it all, and they were able to win because they were palletizing their products, and they were shipping them out to people, and they actually paid additional dollars for containers in the sea. They own their own logistics, their own delivery. They have their own trucks, their own everything, and they have their product that they come in because it's private label, their own labels as well with Kirkland. See, they were prepared for the COVID. They were prepared for that whole thing. So what did they do? They got awarded for that, guys. They went from a stock that was a $300 stock all the way up to $1,000 something in 3 years. They got awarded for getting through the financial hardships of COVID, and they did it with style, with flair. Okay, I got you. What did they do? They increased the prices of their membership, and they went ahead and started saying they're going to expand well beyond the reaches of forever. And you know why that's frowned upon? You know why you don't do it that way? Go look at the way they built their company. They built their company for 40 years. It took them till 2006 to build 500 Costcos. And in that day, from 2006 to now, and you're talking about double the time, triple the time, less than, okay? They're already going to double in size again. So you go, wait a minute, we're about to have 1,000 Costcos? Yeah, they don't care. They don't care because if you're opening up a Costco every day, if you're opening up a retail store every day, like Pack and Pay used to do, you don't have leadership. You don't have employees. You don't have anything. You have zero culture. You lose it all. So when the CFO walks out of the company, which he really did, he retired and walked out. Remember, it's a cycle. You've been around for 40 years. Everybody's going to retire. Everybody in the C-suite, everybody who's been managing and building in this character to the company, and you can't expand and fill up all the people retiring. You need 3,000. I'm going to tell you the number. It's 3,310. They need 3,310 senior leaders for the company, and you can't. You cannot fill those shoes. I know who's getting promoted. I've already seen them. I already talked about it. I go, you promoted that. No way. Those people are terrible. Do you know what's about to happen to your company? It's about to get terrible. Give it 10 years. Give it 5 years. Give it 10 years. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to be here to say I told you so. But this is what it is. Cyclical. When your CFO is coming from Kroger, private equity, the deal didn't work out, so now he comes and jumps ships and he's here. He doesn't know the first thing about the company. He gets laughed out of the room, literally laughed out of the room. And so you go, wow, this is how the company's going. This is what it is. Okay. So you know to walk away from it. You know that's not the investment you should be making anymore. You'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm still buying GameStop and only GameStop. So we'll get awarded for winning this battle. We will. And it's going to be fun. Okay. GME diluting again. No. Warrants aren't dilution. Warrants are not dilution. It's an offer to everyone equally. 10% offer. And that's not dilution when they allow you to buy in. So you need to educate yourself. Only fines. And I've seen you've only been negative every time you come through. So we'll talk about that. Just leaving GameStop. There you go. Thank you so much. Awesome. Oh shit. This just turned into a gangster party. It's not a gangster party yet. I sent in a 99 base set Zapdos and Charizard. Good job, man. Marantz, do we need to keep an eye on the rumored government shutdown? Any impact to us? Yes, Kabong. Yes. That's this week. Think about it. They got a shutdown coming this week, and we got warrants coming out. Absolutely. It's not there for you. I don't think this is healthy, brother. You see OnlyFans? I don't like you. I don't like you. Tesla here to stay. Tesla's a terrible investment. Terrible investment. I don't think people that invest in a Tesla even know like how bad it is. You're paying a premium for your CEO. He makes 25% of the market cap of the company. 25, the most overpaid CEO in the history of CEOs. Elon Musk. Absolutely disgusting how much money he makes. You disagree with me, Tez? Tesla's down in every metric, and their PE ratio is over 200. Could you ever imagine buying a company that the ratio is 200 plus? PE ratio of over 200. That means it would take 200 years to earn back the price that you're paying right now. That's how expensive Tesla stock is. People don't even know it. Hey, have you heard from Cosmic? Where's he at? Movie era, I'm not his father, bro. I'm not his keeper. The hell? The hell is this shit, bro? Another grown-ass man? Yeah, we actually have a bat channel that we talk about. We say, hey, man, any of you quitters on YouTube that don't want to live stream anymore and talk about GameStop, any of you guys still around? Yeah, we should still hang out in these channels here. I don't talk to people who quit, man. A lot of people quit. I don't have time for it. TikTokers are whack. Yes, they are. Yeah, this guy, I disagree. What do you disagree with? They had the worst quarter they've ever had in sales. European sales are done. They're not selling in India and they're not selling in China. No one's buying the vehicles. And why? Because you branded yourself a Trump supporter. So let's do it, Elon. Now what do you have to do? You got to go do these vehicles that are driving without drivers. Awesome. First lawsuit came through, $100+ million. You got sued and you're gone. So that whole platform is not going to be productive or profitable. You're getting beat out by Waymo, whatever the hell their name is. The Google one that's driving on its own already. It has all the cities already programmed and mapped, and they're doing them all, and they're expanding. They have like 7 different cities already in. You're way behind. Way behind. Now you're building robots. Let me tell you, the last time I had RDD2 in my mind, said, hey, babe, I know we're in a recession. I know this is a retraction, but I think we should buy this robot. Nah, it didn't work out too well. I just know the truth. I know the truth about what they're investing in and what the value is. And you can't give me a 200 PE ratio at the metric you see now and then think you're going to elevate the price and pay Elon Musk, you know, this packet that says, we're going to give you $1 trillion if you hit us to 8 trillion market cap. Well, if you got the 8 trillion market cap, he'd already be a trillionaire. So now you give him 2 trillion. So you actually give him 25% of a company at that value. And what are you paying as an investor? Where's your money going? Your money's going straight to Elon. Every dollar spent on Tesla stock, every dollar, 25 cents on every dollar goes to Elon's pocket. Yeah, no way. No way. It's a terrible investment. And I'll tell you how many dollars go to GameStop board of directors. How many dollars go to GameStop board of directors? How many dollars, percentage of your dollars, go to GameStop's board of directors and or their C-suite? What's the percentage, guys? I'm going to go with 0. They don't take profit. Thank you. At least somebody knows. What's your market value on a single Palestinian? Okay, so that's like your third time trying that out, bro. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to ignore you the rest of the night. If you bought Tesla stock in the past 5 years, you'd be up money today. Okay, maybe you're not understanding, Cade. It doesn't matter what you buy. It's what you pay for it. Do you understand this? Like I'm dealing with kids here. Absolute children. And for you to say in the last 5 years, yeah, they had their spike in December of 2020. So you can make that claim for like 3 more months. Then it's over. So for them to do the splits the way they have, for them to use their capital the way they have, and then to what? To not make a profit? No, it's not. It's not what you think it is. It's not nearly as profitable as it should be if it wants to be $1 trillion company. They make nothing, guys. Like, I can't just fucking sit here and let these guys talk to me. It's so irritating. I deal with people that they talk, but they don't do the work. So you're talking to a dude who studies stock all damn day. So let's go study it together. Let's go educate the world today. Tesla, 440. But Warrants, it's up. Yeah, the whole world's up. The whole world is up. You think that makes you a winner? What, are you going to sell today? You take your profits tonight? Is that what you're going to do? I doubt it. All right, so here you go, Tesla. $1.46 trillion company. Revenue of $92 billion. That means they're over 10x price to sales. Very clear. They net a profit of $5.88 billion. They have 3 billion shares outstanding, 3.3. They make $1.68 earnings per share. $1.68. The price is $440, and they make $1.68, and they don't pay a dividend. They have a PE ratio of 262. You would have to hold that stock for 262 years before you earn back what it's actually worth. People have no idea what they're buying. If you buy that stock and you think you're creating value for yourself, you're lying to yourself. I can show you what you can do at $440, and it increases elsewhere tenfold. Not here. Not here. Quarterly numbers for Tesla. $22 billion in revenue, and what did they have to show for that? $923 million of profit. Then you go ahead, you come all the way down, net income of $1.1 billion. $1.1 billion. So out of the, what are you, like a 4%, 5%? Look at that. I can tell you right now, profit margin, 5%. I told you. 5.2% profit margin. GameStop's at 10. Nearly double this. There is no gross profit. There's no ops margin. There's no free cash flow. This company is not where you want to be. Their free cash flow is negative. It's less than 1%. That's how bad it is over here. For being a Mag 7 company to have $15 billion cash, that's it. 15. GameStop has 11 coming up, and you have 15. Whoa, you're beating GameStop by $4 billion. But look at you're at $1 trillion, $1.5 trillion market cap. Current assets $61 billion. You have a $1.5 trillion market cap, and you have current assets $61 billion. And not even 1/10 of the actual your market cap and your assets. You're not even 1/10. There's no way that you're trading near book value at any time. I mean, your book ratio has to be crazy. It has to be. I'm not kidding on this. Let's go look at it right here. Shareholder equity, $78 billion. No way. $78 billion. So you're literally trading at like $2. Is that what it is? Hold on, let me do the math really quick before I even look at it. It tells me 23, yeah. $23. $440 a share, 23 of it is book. That is embarrassing. $6 per share cash. GameStop has how much cash per share, guys? Anybody know? Anybody know? For the people in the back, it's like $20, but net it's a little bit less than that. I'll give you that. Only because we have different money. Then you'd have to sell this whole company off. Look at tangible book value, $23 a share. $23. You're buying it for $440. Absolutely gross and disgusting. Oh man, the party people are here. I got to go to the party. It's time to go, guys. I love you guys, but I got to get going. By the way, they trade 18 times book. I'll never buy it. There is no way on God's green earth. This is a terrible company. Yield, the earnings yield is 0.4%, not even 1%. Yeah, you could never buy Tesla. And you can never convince me that my CEO is getting 1/4 of every dollar that comes in as well. Complete garbage. I'll never do it. Elon is a fake, absolutely. The thing with Tesla is that the shorts are stuck in it, and that's what keeps giving it value. The same thing that can happen with GameStop. Roni, you can agree to that, but what are you paying for it? You better be in it from the legacy side. You can't go buy that right now. No way. Fred credit is ending as well. Cool. Oh, yeah, at the end of this month, right now. 3 more days. You have 3 days to buy a Tesla, guys. You don't get the rebate. Don't be mad. You ain't buying the 160s and 170s. Why would I be mad? I don't even know what you're talking about. Are you saying Tesla over in 3 months? That's not what I'm saying, Tez. I'm telling you that no matter what you guys paid for it, you're paying too much. That's what I'm telling you. I can get into Wall Street Stock Exchange if I wear a little hat. Ooh. Puro pinche party. Another drink. I got to go get another drink, guys. I have people here. We got to take off. We're going to the club. Appreciate you guys so much. On my way out, I got to go do my thing. Appreciate you guys. Hey, it's GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop GameStop. I was going to go over some of the fundamentals, but I'll be here all day live streaming. I really appreciate the love and support of the channel. Thank you guys for watching. And watch Carter's Corner Pocket. Watch Dynamite_41. Watch this really happen. Watch God work. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop GameStop. Hey, you guys want to see a dead body?
Break out the champagne glasses and motherfucking condoms.